It's Gwendolyn Davis, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the videos that I reviewed, the sessions, counseling sessions. I felt that the counseling sessions were normal. The therapists or the counselors were professional, they were calm, the patients seemed calm, and they were not very anxious, and they seemed as though they were willing to talk with the patients. With the counselor. Um, all of the counselors were professional. They were engaged during the session, and they seemed as though they wanted to help the patient. Um, all of the counselors used therapeutic techniques, and all of the counselor used coaching. Um, counseling process. Um, all of the counselors, in using the therapeutic techniques, they made sure that they asked open-ended questions so that the patient could be encouraged to talk. They encouraged the patient with nodding and eye contact and staying engaged. They paraphrased information that the patient gave them to make sure that they were on the same page and that they understood what the patient was trying to describe to them. They also used reflection in that they allowed the patient to reflect back on the experiences that they had had in the past in relation to the problem they were there to see the counselor for. Um, all of the counselors used the counseling process in which they made sure that the patient rapport was developed as soon as they got into the session. They assessed the problem that the patient had. They offered treatment plans. They offered interventions. They evaluated some of the strategies that the patient used, and they also reflected on some of the things that the patient said and the feelings that they had. They encouraged the patient to talk. Um, like I said, the counselors were calm and they were professional. As far as being different, the only difference that I saw in the counselors was the last video in which the counselor used open-ended questions and he talked with the patient, but he did not offer any strategies or interventions with her. So I don't think that he used all of the counseling process. All of the others did use the counseling process in full. I felt that they were more encouraging and they offered interventions and they encouraged the patient to talk with them and to share their feelings. As far as questions are concerned, in regards to the videos, I want to know how the counselor was able to integrate the therapeutic techniques and the counseling process in with their sessions. It seemed flawless, but I'm sure it took a lot of time to do that. And the sessions I felt were flawless, and um, the counselors were not judgmental, and they acted as though they wanted to help the patient. Thank you.